Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. There is the saying, go woke, go broke. But we need to extend that slightly now to go woke, get dead. A few years ago, the RAF basically stopped hiring straight white men to be fighter pilots. They said, oh, the RAF's full of straight white men. Let's get some gay people in. Let's get some black people in. Let's get some ladies in. And so they did their best and got, this whole thing. And there was a hiring freeze on straight white men. Oops, it's come back to haunt them now, isn't it? Somebody's going to be throwing a war soon. And you know what we don't have in this country? We don't have pilots. We don't have enough pilots. And the RAF bosses now have launched a massive, I suppose you could say, desperate attempt to get fighter pilots. So despite discriminating against straight white men for 3-4 years, they've suddenly went, oh shit, we got no pilots and there's going to be a war. And so all those pilots who were like, no, can't have him, too male, too straight, too white, in the bin, off they go. They're inviting these candidates to come back and try and fill the cockpits. Irony, isn't it? Don't like straight white men, but we're going to call these cockpits. If you put a woman in there, let's not go there. Anyway, this comes from top brass realising that they're about 30% down on the number of pilots they need to fill the planes they have. Now, they don't have a great number of planes, but a lot of them are sitting empty because they don't have enough pilots. Because here's the thing. You'd think piloting a plane, it's simple. You just get it and you just push the buttons and turn the steering wheel, the yoke and whatever. But, this isn't 1944. We're not going up for a quick whiz in a Spitfire. These are heavy, fast planes flying at supersonic flight. They turn hard and you have to be physically fit and strong. One of the problems they've found is women, and I'm not being discretionary here at all, I don't want to appear bigoted, but women pilots don't fare so well at high G. I'm just going to say one word. Boobs. And we'll leave it at that. You don't have to be physically strong in the sort of heavy arm brigade. The plane does 99% of the heavy lifting, quite literally. But you do have to be physically fit and high and hard because of the blood going up, down, in there, the throwabout. And they've found that it's much more difficult for women. They've also found that for some reason, they haven't had as many gay men come forward to be fighter pilots as they thought. Now, of course, when you think that maybe at best, 1 in 20 men are gay, something like that. So automatically you're picking from a smaller field. But of course, once you've got those fewer men coming forward, they've still got to have their degrees in this, their degree in that, degree in something else. They've still got to be physically fit. They've still got to pass all the full medical thing, have great eyesight, fast reactions, the ability to think. There's an awful lot of it. And if you're restricting your gene pool, as it were, you're not going to get as many in terms of pure numbers. And ditto the same with people who aren't white in a country that's predominantly white. You're restricting the number that come forward. And that's what they've found. So again, rather than hiring on merit, they've hired by identity. They haven't hired enough, and now they're literally shitting themselves. And in fact, air chiefs are actively encouraging these failed ones that went through because of their identity to come back. And they've found, strangely, that they're not really wanting to. Having failed to become fighter pilots, they've all gone off with their degrees and become lawyers, accountants, something else. And they're not going to give it up now. And of course, you got Starmer just last week going, we're going to put jets in the sky. Really, really, Keir? And who the hell is flying them? Because it ain't you, is it, sunshine? And they don't know what to do. They're panicking, literally panicking. Imagine that the war came along and you got planes on the ground. So why aren't they up in the air? No pilots, sir. Train them. Take 3 years to train a fighter pilot, sir. How fucked are we on a scale of 1 to Russia? Thanks very much. Bye.